What's going on, guys? Motonosity here, and we are at Mountain Motorsports. Chase is over there hiding behind the door. Hello, Chase.
I have to be in this video because you're at my place riding with my... It's not my bike.
It's not your bike. Okay, bye, Chase. Anyways, I'm out here in Atlanta, Georgia. I know. You guys didn't know. I didn't say. But I'm out here in Atlanta, Georgia. I wanted to come out here and just hang out with Chase for a while, work on my MT-09 and ride some cool motorcycles. And boy, do we have a cool motorcycle to ride today. I am riding the Fireblade, the new one, the Triple R, the CBR1000RR-R Fireblade SP. Is this an SP? I'm pretty sure SP is just like standard in the name. It doesn't even say that on the side, though. We're just going to go with it. I have been wanting to ride this bike. You guys know that I rode Hunter Honda's, I think 2018 CBR1000, so I've ridden a regular CBR1000, but I have not ridden this beast. And if you want to watch that video, I'll link it down in the description so you guys can see it. And I'm excited because if you watched my first ride on the regular CBR1000, I was underimpressed. I was not thrilled. It's a nice bike, don't get me wrong. It's a solid bike, but it's very, very tame. You know, it is Honda, and that bike is built for the road first, but this is not. So let's start this thing up. And it's fairly quiet, obviously, because it's a, stock exhaust, and it's longer than my arms. Let's go ahead. Wow. Okay. Those are the highest rear sets that I think I've ever had on a bike. 100%. Even aftermarket ones that I put on my bike. Now this is, oh my god, like it's literally hiking up my butt. Bike is warmed up. It's been running for a little while now. We got quick shifter. Do we have clutchless downshifts? Oh my gosh, it's like VTEC. Oh yeah, clutchless downshifts. This bike is made track first. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This thing is night and day from the regular CBR1000. Holy crap. Oh man. Alright, we got a lot of buttons here. Well, not too many. We got, directionals. No, not more than my BMW, that's for sure. We got hazards, we got blinkers, we got lights and lap buttons and pass brights, and we do have electronically semi-active controlled suspension. There are a lot of upgrades on this compared to the regular CBR1000. They're not really the same bike. They are, but they aren't. This is heavily inspired by Honda's race bikes, and the minute I got on this, you could tell. So like I said, the rear sets are very high. Everything is geared towards the track, so the rear sets are higher, the seat is higher. We got the electronically controlled suspension. We've got Brembo brakes in the front. The front rotor is bigger. It's got a different bore and stroke from the regular CBR1000. It's just all around a very, very different bike. And oh my goodness, it's got I like the sound, like the sound that the bike is putting out. Exhaust like not included, but just the engine. Very, very nice. Woo! Hello. Yeah, baby. That thing sounds good. Man, I freaking got the date on here. It's not accurate, but you forget what date it is when you get on your bike. There you go. We do have different modes. I am in rain mode. Now I'm in M1. Okay, nothing's changing. I did see it's in a different rain mode. Okay, so it's got like P, T, W, and EB. So EB would be engine brake. P would assume I would assume be power. T for traction, and W for wheelie control, maybe? It's not changing when I switch through M1, M2, M3. So they might be custom. You may need to adjust it. What if I click, okay, A1 track. Okay. Hello, A2 Sport. Okay, M1 must be manual 1, 2, 3, and so that's why they're all the same. Okay, so if we go A1 track, let's go to A2, which is Sport, and then in a little bit we can switch over to A1. So yeah, I rode Honda's CBR1000 a little while back. We installed a new exhaust on it, so I rode it. I think I rode it before that. Yeah, I did ride it before we put that exhaust on it. But I've been wanting to ride it since then because he's got a Rapid Bike auto tuner on there. So it should be running a lot better than it was back when we threw the exhaust on, because it needed that, and we had plans for that. It was already set up with motivation to get one of those Rapid Bike tuners on there. Oh my goodness, that sound. Once it opens up, let me figure out what RPM that comes in at, because it seriously is like VTEC. Gotta make sure I keep an eye on where I'm going, because I have basically memorized the route that I should take. And I do not live here, and I don't know where I am. All I know is I'm looking for a Walgreens, and when I see the Walgreens, I'm turning right. Walgreens, bam, there we go. I'm headed to the highway. We can test this thing out. Downshifting on this, very smooth. Very smooth clutchless downshifting. Oh my god! Oh man, it's like that freaking Skrillex song. 7,000 RPM. That's when it happens. You can hear it, and boy do I feel it. Oh my god! Woo! That is freaking insane. The funny thing is, this bike in the US, like every other supersport that comes out in the US these days, very restricted. I don't think anything is as restricted as the S1000 is, but definitely restricted. I think what I've seen is that it's a lot more restricted low end and then up at the top end. And what it ends up turning out to is European bikes are doing closer to 200 and the US bike is doing in the 170s. And of course, once you give this thing some love, easily pushing over 200. Alrighty, should we switch into A1? I think we should. I like that you can switch the modes without stopping and without putting in the clutch. It's just like, let's do this. A1, you got it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. If I could find an opening onto this highway. Oh my goodness. Jeez, that's barely touching that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jeez, that feels faster than my S1000. Holy crap, dude, that's like a freaking slingshot. How on earth is this thing doing? Oh my god. Dude. Wish I had some space. We'll make some space. The sound is nice. It's very smooth. Unique compared to the S1000. Incredible. So much character. That's the thing that like bugged me about the regular CBR1000. It's a great bike, but it's just not exciting. It just feels like you're, riding another sport bike when you're out riding in a normal manner. This thing is like, I am ready to go now, and you need to make it happen ASAP. Freaking launching this thing. So nice. I can't imagine what this thing is like after you've, you know, got this thing tuned. An actual, like, free-flowing exhaust. Good Lord. Is that an exact daily 100? I think it was. Man, I gotta say, this thing has thoroughly impressed me. I was excited for it. I thought it would be a nice bike, but I didn't think that it would be this drastic of a difference over the regular CBR. You are getting a lot, and they put a lot of effort into this. They've also given it a nice hefty price premium. I think the regular CBR1000 MSRP is in the $16,000 range, and this is over $28,000. So if you want all of this, you're gonna have to pay. The HRC color scheme is the only option on this, so if you want this bike, that's what you're gonna get. Big shout out to Mountain Motorsports. They got a ton of locations. We are at the Mountain Motorsports in Roswell, Georgia, so I gotta give a big shout out to them for letting me ride this thing. Big thanks to Chase for introducing me and setting things up. I've had a blast. We've been doing a lot this week, so a lot of good videos on the channel right now. I gotta say, I got used to the rear sets really fast. I'm wondering how this would be on a longer ride, mainly for the fact that you're a lot more leaned over, and so there's a lot more weight on your arms and your shoulders if you're just cruising around than there typically would be in a slightly less aggressive super sport stance. It's really okay. I don't know why it does that. It's like you can hear that, and sometimes it kicks in and sometimes it doesn't. It's like trying to predict what you're trying to do. But man, what a freaking machine. Definitely earns that Fireblade moniker. Them shifts be clean though. Also, I'm really liking this screen. I want to figure out if there's I don't know if there's different options for what you can show, like, or like the way that it displays, or if this is the setup that you always have with the round tack and the gear indicator and the speedo down there. Of course, you can change everything on the left to show all the different options there. It's got total miles, instant miles per gallon consumption, grip angle, got your date, you got your trip meters, you got your voltage, average consumption, current revs, and then you got your modes. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to change how it looks like I can do on my S1000, where it's got a million different display options depending on how you want to look at things. Of course, it's hard to give a complete review on this thing without, you know, owning it or taking it on the track. This is not a review. This is just a first ride, giving you my first thoughts and experiences on the bike. If you guys want to see any of the other bikes that I've ridden for the first time, I'll link that playlist down in the description so you guys can check it out. If you want to check out any of my merch, including my Daily 100 line of merch, you can get that at motonosity.com. Link is down in the description. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this ride. Subscribe if you're not subbed already. Turn on post notifications. Otherwise, you guys have been awesome. I've been Motonosity, and this has been my first ride on the Honda CBR1000RR-R Fireblade. Remember, life's better than horsepower. Keep life lived, and I'll see you guys in the next one.